Alrighty, it is pre-popped for the other guys. It is Pat and Adrian bringing it up. What did you think?
Let's talk about what you thought.
Alright, I enjoyed it. It was a weird, quirky, silly comedy. It's probably the first time that Will Ferrell has been legitimately funny in years. Like, he drove himself into the ground making the same movie over and over again, and in this he's playing an underdog with Mark Wahlberg. So two guys who I guess really haven't done well enough in their own element, teaming up in a comedy that mocks the whole cop drama action thing. And it has some good twists. Well, I don't want to say twists and turns, but it keeps things funny. It keeps it moving. There's like one scene that is kind of slow, and then there's a hobo joke that completely brings back the humor. I don't know. I thought it flowed real well. I thought it was a pretty good film. What did you think?
It was okay.
I'm assuming rebuttal.
I mean, it wasn't like, terrible, but it wasn't all that great. But it's not my kind of movie.
This is definitely a good dumb humor.
Yeah.
It's very dumb. The stars were Mark Wahlberg, Will Ferrell. Both of them, like I said, this is probably the best Will Ferrell's been in a while. I thought he delivered his really bizarre character really well, played the straight man well. They had a lot of good, goofy things involving him. Could have done... I think anybody could have been Mark Wahlberg's character, though. I don't think he brought anything that was all that particularly different or special to the role.
Really?
Yeah. I think he probably could have had any action guy that hasn't really been in an action movie in a while. There wasn't really... I don't know, he didn't really have to do anything. His entire character was just like... I guess he thought he was in Miami Vice or something like that. Half of his jokes were like, it's drug dealers! And it was, just normal stuff.
I did think that the action was outrageous.
The action was...
In a good way, funny.
Oh, that opening sequence was hilarious. That was really... You have the right, blam, blam, to remain silent. Samuel L. Jackson doing a really great job. Samuel L. Jackson and The Rock. They have some very good surprise jokes with them that are not in the trailer, so definitely come and see them if you're a fan of them. Let me see what else. Oh, Michael Keaton. So good to see Michael Keaton in a movie when he's not a Ken doll, because he was really good as Ken, but oh man, he was good in this. I think probably one of my favorite things of this whole thing is that it knew how to handle running gags real well. It had a couple really good running gags throughout the film, and I don't know how they were able to do it, but they avoided them getting old. In retrospect, I'm thinking about a couple of the jokes they had, and they really, really should have been like, oh really, you did it that many times? But I'm still thinking positively of most of those things. I mean, good cast. Eva Mendes was pretty good, even though, she didn't really have a lot to do. But when in the later, there's a really, really funny scene involving, like, I guess you could say it's a crazy version of the telephone game. That was really, really funny. That was really good stuff. I don't know what to say. It's not the best comedy of the year. I'll say that, but yeah, it's good. Worth a laugh. Better than Dinner for the Schmucks.
Well, that's good.
Dinner for the Schmucks had more. I think Dinner for the Schmucks, you laughed out loud a few times more. This was consistently funny, and had pretty good pacing. Like it moved well for a comedy, and it was fun.
Cool.
Do you have anything to say? Anything else? Any other characters I'm forgetting? That dude from Hamlet 2's in it as the British bad guy. And I guess to wrap things out, the movie ends with a really weird PowerPoint presentation filled with a lot of numbers.
Well, the whole thing was like a Ponzi scheme. And so I told you that in the middle of it, and then you're watching the credits going...
Well, no. I fully understand what the numbers are about on this, but just following a comedy just seemed kind of weird. They're like, hey, you laughed and all this stuff. Now, here's some real hard fact hitting numbers that you should be angry about.
Well, the whole thing was a Ponzi scheme.
I understand that, but I just don't think...
There was actually, like, legitimate stuff to it, even though it was kind of a comedy.
Yeah, I don't know. It fell out of place for me. I'm not arguing, like, that it made sense, but still, just like, I would have liked outtakes or something. Alrighty, well, we are done. Pre-popped is out. Expect the review at some point this week.
Bye, y'all.